Hey guys, welcome to another ride in the Strugglebus, where every well is an empty triangle. Today we have a game review for you. This was a league game between two players who are both Patreon subscribers, and so I thought this was a great opportunity to dive into what I assume would be a high quality game, and it was pretty good. This was a very interesting game, lots of back and forth, lots to learn from this one. I was pretty impressed with the game in general, so I thought it was a good one to review. Gave them a video review of it, decided it was good enough to post to the channel, so that is what we are doing today. So today I'd like to thank you guys for watching these videos, and I'd like to thank my Patreon subscribers because this isn't one of my games, this is one of theirs, and they've been supporting the channel for a while, so I wanted to give them back a little more. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Let's get into this review, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hey, Chris and Ryan, welcome to your impromptu review. Looks like you guys had a fun league game last night, and so I wanted to take a look at it, and it looked interesting, so I decided to do a review on it. So here we are. So let's just dive on in. So you guys know my stance by now. You know, Fuseki's decisions don't really matter too much as long as we don't blunder. So all this is fine. We get this cool little mirror on the top with the same variation in the top corners. That's fine. White approaches, black kicks, we extend, we jump, and then black plays here. And this is really where my comments start. So normally I'm used to black playing this. It threatens the cut at P18 because if white doesn't do anything here, we get this issue. And so white can't play this way. So it's tricky, and you know, white's probably going to want to extend. But then it's still here, right? This still doesn't work. So it's tricky for white how they actually want to handle this. You know, there are multiple ways that they can go about it. But that's what this threatens. On the flip side, when we play here, we have to make sure that we're okay with this cut, which we are in this situation, right? Black can extend, white can extend, and there's enough room for black to do something here. But you just need to be aware that that cut is there. Of course, this is a more forceful move, but it comes with the weakness of the cut. So that's fine. So, but then white immediately plays here. And so alarm bells should be going off, because as where before I said that black could handle this cut, now it's much more painful because there's much less room for black to maneuver through this. So I'm not sure this is a fight that black wants anymore. So I'd be extra cautious with this, and I would probably look to immediately follow up. Maybe taking this turn, or pushing, probably just playing something like N18. Now this cut is really not that painful. In this situation, black's already got an extension, and so maybe black could play here, and now black has the extra move here, so the fight isn't as bad as it was before. If black doesn't like this, instead of jumping out that way, black could jump this way. But then black just has to handle this, which looks like it can be handled. So, you know, potentially a little painful, but not too bad. Because black can also, instead of pushing, you know, look to take this and, you know, just potentially get that one exchange. I haven't done the full reading on this. But there are lots of options, but we really need to be careful once this move is here. Instead, we jump in on the side, and, you know, the fact that we're kind of ignoring this cut, this is still a little off anyway, for a number of reasons. One, when we look at this, the big open side on this board is over here. Big open, you know, potential. This is really where our potential is, for white anyway. For black, the potential is down here. So if we're looking to reduce or expand, those are really the two areas we want to look at. The other thing is, if this move works, which it does, it's going to be here for a long while, because white's never going to play another move here. Not never, but not for a long while. White has already invested a stone up here. So it's not like if we play away that white's going to play this move. It's much too slow. So this invasion is going to be here for a while. So it's a little early, but that's fine. So here we know this, right? This threatens to connect to A or run out at B. And so now we're going to go and talk to white a little bit. I'm going to ask white why we have 3 fourth line stones if we aren't interested in getting influence. So, you know, from these two options, we just want to be consistent, and we want to block. You know, we can block here, we can block here, you know, whatever you want to do. But be consistent with your plan. If we cared about territory, we'd be playing third line moves, not fourth line moves. So the fact that we're playing fourth line moves tells me we care more about influence, we care about staying strong, and being able to control the center, especially with this cut at 017. But instead we block here, and now we're getting into this fight that I'm not sure we want. I'm not sure white wants any part of this because white is already separated. White is looking at, while this cut is here, we can't deny the fact that these stones are strong, because if white does this, black can just say, go take the top. I'm now going to attack these stones, right? This comes probably after white would play this, black would play this, right? So in this situation, white has to be really careful, because if these two stones get strong, then they are threatening this group and threatening this group, and black only has to care about the one group. So white needs to be careful. So white peeps, which makes black even strong. So white peeps, which makes black even stronger, because black really needs to reply here, because as black gets stronger here, these stones get weaker. And then as this group runs and this group runs, this group is going to get weaker. Black not playing here is a big mistake, I think. This fixes everything for white. Now this group is strong. It's never going to have to worry about anything for the rest of the game. And now black has this floating group, which isn't terrible, right? But black gets the outside, but white gets a pretty efficient area here. And then black decides to Tanuki. Sure, that's fine. So here white kicks. Yeah, kicking is an option. I mean, it's funny. I'm trying to figure out which way I'd kick. I'm saying kicking is an option. I'm kicking one of these two. So yes, this seems fine. This seems fine. Black plays here. Yep. That's probably how I would play this. I think this is a fine response for white. Okay. So then we play this and black extends. I would probably want to extend one more time. Just get our liberty count up. Black can't really get away with this because the Hane is going to be a little too painful. It's just I don't think black wants this. These two stones end up dying, obviously, so that would be bad for black. So black would have to play this way, and this doesn't seem that great either. So because of that, black would have to extend. Maybe we could play this move, and again, trading territory for influence, which seems fine. This is just its weak shape, right? And it looks like you're trying to develop this as potential, but those three stones, I'm not sure we really want to develop off them. I think we just want to keep them for strength. Because here, I question what happens if black just tries to punch out. All right, we can't really block here because black gets this, and then we get to connect. And this looks difficult. So this just seems a little far. Unless we are saying that this is one group and this is another group, and we're going to handle them independently. But I don't really like that. So okay, so black attaches, white hanes, black hanes, white extends, black wedges. This seems dangerous to me. This seems really dangerous. White has this Atari. And then maybe something like this. And yeah, black could do something like this. I guess that's okay. But white could also play here. Or just connect, right? And handle this cut. This doesn't... as white, I would take this. I would do some reading on it. But this is definitely something I would very much consider as white. Even if it potentially gives up these two stones to take this. I don't know, the wedge seems a little off to me. So white descended, black cuts. White Atari'd. Played the Atari and extended. I think I would take this first. Does this work? We've got the ladder. And the ladder is good for white. So black needs to be careful. So black would need to come out here. And then white could connect. This is going to be tough for black. Yeah, that wedge. The wedge just seems a little off. Okay, so we play this way. Yep. Oh, and then white plays here. Black plays here, rather. But the ladder works. So this is failing for black. Black needs to play here, I think. So white played here, but the ladder works. Right? Did I misread it? I don't think I misread it. It looks like N3 is a ladder breaker, but I do not believe it is, because here we just get to push down. We get all that. So yeah, so the ladder worked. The ladder worked. So maybe a potential reading failure there, but this still looks good for white. Okay. Here, I think it's just right to capture. The thing is, if you connect here, now all of a sudden moves like this become sente, and it's annoying. But anyway, so then white jumps here. So white decides to take the sente and play here. But what about this group? Oops. What about this group? Are we saying that this group's already dead? Or how are we treating this? Is it just already dead? Might already be dead. But that would take some reading. That'd take quite a bit of reading. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. If we play away, where could black play? Black could play here to threaten to get out. And then black could play here. So black couldn't play there. Does this work? I don't think so, because then we get this. I don't know. This doesn't look too good, does it? Does it? Because this black dies. So maybe black's just already dead. Black might already be dead. It's wild. Yeah, this is the type. I don't want to do it now. This is the type of move that I would probably spend a solid 3 minutes on just doing all the reading. But if white has determined it's dead, that's cool. So is this the right place to Tanuki? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's more potential here. And there's also still this cut. So as white, I would probably just go take this cut now. I would probably just take this. And because if we get good control here, this group could get under attack. There's a lot of Aji. There's a lot of Aji here. So I'd probably be looking at this. But okay, so we go into the corner, and black blocks this way, which is not a great way to block. But maybe we just want to develop the side. I do wonder if the empty triangle is the answer here. Doing something like this, but I guess not. That gives up a lot. This seems fine. Okay, and so black does play here, and white throws in. So with black playing here, I think we need to surround first. Because black's just going to get out. If white plays here, black's just going to do this, and now black's out. That isn't what black did, though. Black played here. So black missed their opportunity to get out. I think black dies if white plays this. I think I already read this out, and it looked like it wasn't too good. But white plays here, but yeah, now black can get out. Okay. Yep, so black finally breaks out. So yeah, so when we're going for kills, remember, we need to focus, in order we want to surround the group and then remove I space from the group and then hit the vital point. So B9 is the vital point, but we need to surround first. Black isn't surrounded, so we need to. That's why I like this move to continue to surround, because even if black lives here, it's going to be in Gote, so it's going to be fine for white. But if white was unsure how to kill this, then I'm really surprised on this Tanuki, because it's pretty big to kill that group, in my opinion. So anyway, so it looks like black gets out and the fight continues, but this should be pretty easy for black. So we get the Atari, and then this, which threatens the ladder. So that's fine. And then black Tanukis and plays here. A little dangerous, right? Isn't this a concern? Whoops. Are we not worried about this? I'd be worried about this. I think these 3 stones are dead now. They might not be, but they sure don't look healthy. Are we okay with this? Let's see. Maybe Black's alive. Maybe Black's... My reading, my life and death might just be off today. Might just be off today. Okay, so, but Black played here. So if we are going to Tanuki, this is still big. F3 is still quite large. N18, quite large. And then something over here would probably be pretty big too, like J5. But, you know, this isn't a tiny move. Then White plays here. I wonder what the intent of that is. Oh, it's to break the ladder on the F11 stone. I like that. I like that. That's good. Good shape too. Really dislike this though. I wonder what the concern is here. Oh, I guess because the Atari and Connect. Okay, so that's the concern. That is the concern. I was like, why don't we just play this? But then you get the Atari and the Connect. So yeah, this hurts. This hurts for sure. But White will still be okay. I'm not sure what Black's getting out of this. Okay. We didn't connect. That's interesting. I think connecting is pretty important here. If we're not going to connect, I'd want to extend so that if Black did this, we would at least get these forcing moves. Right, to give up the 2 center stones. But playing here, it's interesting. Though it does look to surround Black, and Black isn't alive yet. So I approve. I approve. Black should push through. What did Black do? Black diagonaled. Okay. Yeah, we would love to be able to block here. But this... yeah, I guess Black is okay. I guess Black is okay, but gets surrounded. Loses this in the ladder. This is tricky. There's a lot that's going on here, huh? I probably wouldn't have connected here. Because I think... that's tough. Because we still have the connection here. So even if we're worried about this, right, we can come out here and give up this stone. That's fine. We can connect, and it looks like it'll be okay. But doing this and letting Black punch through here, that's painful. It's pretty painful. Black's now very secure here. We still don't really have a secure group. This probably comes in Sente because Black playing H9 hurts now. Okay. Okay, so White does a good job of sacrificing this stone to get some strength and some eye space. And then Black Tanukis. Interesting. I'm unsure I'd Tanuki here. Unsure I'd Tanuki here. How do we feel about these 4 stones? Are they healthy? I'm unsure. So in Black Tanukis like this, if White were to play something like this, it's going to be difficult. None of these stones for Black are alive yet. So it's not like we can really link up. There's lots of options. I wonder if even just playing here is an option, threatening these 4 and then threatening these 4. I think this was premature. I think there were some weak groups over here that we needed to handle. So for this, I would probably just take a base. Either just take a base or look to connect up, but I like taking the base. It's simpler. Yes, White can get in, but that's not the point. We're expanding eye space, giving ourselves more directions to run. And here I guess this might be Sente. Maybe it's Sente. Okay, so I'll give it to you, Black, if you Tanuki from this, but you didn't. So this exchange is fine. These exchanges come up a lot in our games, and generally this early, it's only move 100. I would Tanuki as Black because it's not a big deal if White takes this. It comes in Sente for Black because we can still Tanuki. There's still Aji here, but we're not going to die in the corner. So getting this in Gote hurts because now White can go after this group. Is that what White did? White did. Chris, nice work. Nice work. not sure if this is exactly where I'd play in terms of the actual move, but it's definitely the right spot. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. I think white just extends to K8 or Tanukis. Ooh. That's a little dangerous. This cut's really dangerous. Really dangerous. Because white never has the time to do this because it's an Atari. So this cut's quite dangerous. And white can't play here because it comes with a snapback. Dangerous Tanuki. Dangerous Tanuki, Chris. White responded, and then we did the same thing. So both players have made the same mistake here. We don't need to play this, and now we give black Sente. I guess in this case black doesn't get Sente because black needs to fix this. If black is going to play here, black does need to play something like R14. So okay, white threatens to cut. Black says no. Just cut and extend. It's fine. The issue with playing this is after we fix the cut, it's white's turn, and we don't want it to be white's turn to get the first move over here. So black does this. We connect. Sure. Then black plays here. I do think the wedge was better. I think the wedge is more forceful. This just forces white to connect. Okay. You know what I'm going to say here, I think? If you're not going to cut, don't push. Right? If we are taking this push, we are obligated to take this cut. I'm not saying the cut works. I'm just saying if you're going to push, the reason you're pushing is to get the cut. If you're not going to take this cut and you're just going to play here, don't make this exchange first. Just play this here. So yeah, so with that said, does the cut work? Probably not, right? It probably doesn't work because of this net. So, okay, so we get this. Yep. Oh, black has given up, huh? Black already gave up. Is black alive? I'm unsure if black is alive. Because this is a false eye. And if we turn this into a real eye, then this dies. So I find this Tanuki bizarre. I feel like we at least have to... Yeah, if we do this and white cuts, we at least live. And if we do this, then... and white plays here... Are we just dead? Are we just dead? Maybe not. But maybe. We might just be dead, huh? Wow. Crazy how that happened. I wonder if this was the root cause. Keeping white, getting white a little stronger here. So let's get into here. And let's take these two stones off the board and see if that changes anything. Boy, would this be a great example of why not to take this exchange. So let's see. If black connects here, white plays something simple like this. And then we play here. Then this is an eye, and this is an eye. So what has changed? What has changed is we made this exchange. The game would be repeating that move. Yes, I'm okay. I didn't know that was an error. Thanks for... That was weird. That was weird. Okay, so here we connect. And so how is this different? How is this different? I need to see. I need to see here. Let's see, we play here. Okay, white wouldn't play there. White would play here. But now... yeah, okay, maybe black's still just in a ton of trouble. Maybe black's still in a ton of trouble. I don't know. I don't know. This is definitely tricky. Definitely tricky. Either way, this push exchange certainly did not help us. Lots of murder in this game. Lots of murder. So black goes, okay, I'm done here. Going to play away. Sure. White defends. Black nets. So that makes me wonder, and I went through a little quick, if white has the time to do something about these stones. Black still isn't alive here. I almost wonder if we just go and do a splitting attack, ending with K11 and killing these 4 stones. I wonder if that's something we can do, because black doesn't really have eyes here. It's a pretty rough position. White could even try something like this. There's a lot here, so I think this was a little off. I think we had a nice juicy target down here, and this wasn't too important. I know that we do have to keep this group alive, but I think this is bigger. Okay, so black does this, and now we go this way. Yep, definitely a wrong target. Down here should be our target. This also can just be cut. Black plays here, and this. What can white do? White could try this. I don't know. This looks like trouble to me. Black could play here and threaten these 2 stones. And then if white saves, black can connect. That looks quite bad. There's some bad juju there. But what did black play? Okay, black played this defensive move. So maybe black was worried if this happens, that maybe it was going to be something like this. But here, I think we can give up these 4 stones. I think that's fine if we end up getting this. Black defended, and white jumped in. It looks a little greedy. But it fixes the double Atari issue, so the cut doesn't work. Oh, that's sneaky. So what I mean by that is this cut. Now, oh, this is where the game went. Rutrose. This doesn't work now because white can Atari, which is what happened, and black connects. And now white can do this. Before, when J16 wasn't there, black could play here for a double Atari, but obviously that's not going to work. Chris pulling out another sneaky. And sure. Okay, and then black plays here. Does this work? It might work. This is the tricky thing about reviews, is when I go through them and kind of do them blind this way, it's fun. But I'm sure the players put a lot of reading into this, and so I'm looking at it and going, oh, does this work? And I have to assume if black played this, that it worked. So if white plays here and black plays this, doesn't white just get this? So what happens? So white played here and black extends. And if white plays here, black can play here, which captures the 2 stones. So that's it. So the extension is the dangerous part. If white connects here and black connects, let's see. If white connects here, what does black do? This? There's some things here. How'd the game go? Black played here and white played here. Yep, that seems reasonable. Black plays here, and white plays A15. Yep. And black goes, oh, you got me. So Chris is playing this game pretty sharp. So black looks to peep. I think this peep doesn't need to be answered. Probably. These 3 stones should probably be saved. But the question is, what's the best way to save them? Do we just want to do this and just connect? Well, maybe not connect that way, but connect with bamboo, which also threatens these 2 stones. Tough to say. White takes the aggressive line and says, go ahead and cut. Boy, do I like this response. Interesting. Yup. Do we not want to do this? What happens if we do this? We get laddered. That's what happens when you do that. So you put in the ladder breaker. This is slick. This is slick. I like this. So let me go here. Black Tanukis. Okay. I don't think black has a strength for this. Yeah, while all this is happening, I'm kind of, we're kind of having forgot about the part that this group is still weak and it should have been attacked the entire time. So I don't think black has the strength to do this. Truth be told. I think if white plays a move like this, black is going to regret this decision because this cut doesn't work because of this. So white plays here, but that's going to let black potentially connect up. But black played here. Ooh, that's a dangerous move. And then white takes the Tanuki. I wonder if there was something that white read that I didn't see that makes it so that this is no longer dead. Okay. Yep, dead. Oh no! Black died in Gote. The saddest death. No, we don't need to play this. Black is already dead. Black is already dead. White can Tanuki. And white can play a move like this, which looks pretty rough. White can play a move like this. Looks pretty rough. There are some options. But okay. I wonder what the players are doing here. I mean, white can just Tanuki this. If white's afraid, just connect. Be done with it. Huh. Interesting. Okay, sure. Black Tanukis. White makes... Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This is not fine. White's already connected by virtue of these 3 stones being dead. So if white Tanukis, say white plays something like this, for reasons, and black plays here, white just plays this, which connects up. And since this group is dead, this is all alive for white. But white wanted to assert dominance with the B2 bomber. I understand the wantingness to play this very scary shape, considering that black already has like the dual B2 bomber. So I understand the concern. Okay, so black plays here. Sure. Then white plays this. That's a weird move. I guess actually it's fine, right? Because if black plays here, we're going to play K18. Why didn't we play K18? Did we not like K18? I think K18 is a pretty good move, right? This happens, and this happens, and this happens, and then this happens. Seems reasonable to me. Seems reasonable to me. But that's okay. We did this instead. Yep, sure. Okay, an attempt. Yep, attempt to kill black, but black already has an eye at B9. Okay, and then so we finally come back here. White gave up the corner. That's sad. I think white's just fine doing this. No, we wanted to give up the corner. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but okay. So we're getting a nitty-gritty end game. Let's see how this goes. And then black plays here, and white plays here. Okay. We're still fine, right? Because you can connect either way. Cool. And sure, it's a thing. Too late for this. That's obviously not going to work. Okay. Needed to connect back. Oh, you do connect back. That's cool. Good stuff. Oh, wait a minute. This changes things, huh? This changes. I was clicking through. I was like, yep, yep, yep. But this move changes some things. This move changes some things because now this cut is dangerous, quite dangerous. Because if black plays here, it Atari's this, which would revitalize this. And so white has to play here. And are we okay? Maybe we're okay. We have enough liberties. We have enough liberties because we can play here. And yeah, this looks fine, right? Because if black plays here, we get this. Yeah. We're okay. Definitely need to pay attention to that though. Okay, so we go through. Oh, this is the difference. Now it works. Now O13 works because white lost that liberty, right? If black plays here, now this happens, and this is Atari'd. Or does this get both? Nope. This is This is trouble now. Trouble now. Did it get caught? Oh, and white loses another liberty. Does it get caught? It gets caught. It gets caught. Sadness. Sadness. We get the Chris special. I mean, we were expecting this, right? It's a nice close game. And then Chris goes, just a casual 60-point mistake. It's fine. What's the score estimator now? 77. I bet it wasn't that bad before that cut. Well, that hurts, huh? That hurts. That's okay though. This was a good game. You know, all joking aside, this was a good game. Some pretty good dynamic play. Honestly, for the first half, I thought Chris, you were the sharper of the two players. You made some really good moves. You did. You really did. But yeah, Ryan was able to poke at some weaknesses at the end, but interesting nonetheless. So anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions with this one, and I'll answer them. So anyway, have a good one, guys.